Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. We have a very special showcase for you tonight. Crab Cakes taking on Ragnarok, and Crab Cakes running pretty exciting looking party. Ragnarok has asked us to keep his stream hidden until we drop the gates, and I'm going to do that right now. And I'm joined tonight by Rumblefish82. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, and I'm doing all the more better because we have a really exciting race coming up here. Week 3 in our tournament. We have the great and powerful Crab Cakes on our left side of our screen. She is the winner of our 2019 tournament, so like one of the best winners out there. And she's running this week against Ragnarok784, more of a newcomer to our community, but has really been shown to hold his own. And he's asked to keep our sprites a secret, and up online we can see that he has imported, it seems.
Looks like, yeah, he's running some Final Fantasy VI sprites.
Yeah, some Final Fantasy VI with Sabin and Terra, and
that's
Grab Her Lies Quake. I don't know, some kind of message there. But, so, I mean, this is going to be a great match. Both of these runners were 1-1. They've won one race this tournament, and they've lost another. And so, this is going to be the kind of a, it's going to move them, the results of this race will move them out of that category.
Yeah, this is an important race for both of them. Neither of them want to go to 1 and 2 with the threat of, we got level 1 nuke.
Level 1 nuke is going to be a real big advantage for, I think, both of our parties, right? Isn't Terra supposed to be Black Mage? And so Cakes has 2 Black Mages too, so...
yeah, Ragnarok running Black Belt double red.
Right, double red, pardon me.
Yeah, so that'll be, real good here. CC having 3 nukes out the gate, we might see one of those mages fall down and her go to 3-man too. So, Ragnarok's party names, Here Lies Cake. I guess, gonna go with the cheeky little... You gotta love when... I know this is something you used to do last year, Rumblefish. You used to, like, make your names make, like, a little saying or a phrase.
I wanted to make my names a 4-letter word into a 4-letter phrase. A 4-letter forward phrase. And that got to be difficult after a while, because there's only so many out there. But, I think it's what we're getting for Ragnarok here. Yeah. Alright, we're up against Garland on the left side here. Crab Cakes went straight to him. He's going to nuke away.
Yeah.
Silver Shield is in the treasure. I mean, there's not a whole lot that's being missed in the treasure chests, but...
yeah, Garland never had a chance. And CC walking out, dropping the cat in that. I like this, because now she can check these boxes. See if there's the canal here, see if there's anything worth keeping, and then if not, just reset and walk back up.
Yeah,
so.
It's a good play. It just goes to show why she's the 2019 tournament winner.
Ooh, and Ragnarok getting stone touched by something.
Yeah, not looking good on the right side of the screen there.
Yeah, so nasty wipe here for Ragnarok. But he has the information that there's nothing in those boxes. He'll come up here and probably just kill Garland straight out and then move on and literally be like 20 seconds behind CC. And if I were Ragnarok here, I would switch my party around to get that second slot to be Cake. Where, and we're getting a Ruby and Floater. Oh boy.
Oh wow.
So that's a spicy meatball.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of a tease there. The floater will get you the airship. However, you need to either have the canal or you need to have the canoe in order to access it. So close, but no cigar.
Yeah. So if Vicky gives the canoe or any sort of Inner-Sea fetch quest, the crown, any one of the dwarven items, the crystal, the herb, any one of those would be good. Gets us a little bit more experience points and the likelihood of an early canoe, early floater. CC on her horse, already into Provoca at the 3-minute mark.
Level 2 white magic is life, and some other spells I couldn't see. I think Wall was there.
Yep, Wall and Expert, and there's Ice 3 and Quad X. wonderful magic here. I don't see CC picking up that cake at all.
Yeah, this is definitely this seed is definitely very nice to black mages. I mean, we had Nuke at level 1. We're having some Ice 3 at level 2. So that's the strongest elemental spell. So
Yeah.
it's going to be magic is going to be pretty strong in this seed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm waiting to see like level 3 fade and warp or something like that, just to make this. We're gonna see a clinic. So I think that's people are in chat are calling for a jet seed. I think this is gonna be a treat. You want to see, and there it is, jet seed confirmed.
Exactly. Yeah.
So while this does give us access to the entire world, I don't think it's going to be as quick as some people think. I think, yeah, we're still looking at a potential like 120 finish for sure. But when you get the early canoe, the early floater, it's real easy to get overcome with choice. Because we can go anywhere. I think stop number 1 is going to be Sarda and the Ruby turn-in.
But yeah, you're right, because if we don't know, there are 2 loose items, 2 loose incentive items out there, and sometimes they are needed to get to the end, and sometimes they are not. And because that the game is basically open, having the early floater, an early airship, opens up like a whole lot of options for where those 2 incentive items could be. We just might be do a lot of chest checking for the rest of the sea. We just don't know yet.
And a little bit of path divergence here to get to that airship. CC taking the inner sea and the lower river system. Ragnarok going to take the river system the whole way down. CC's way is a little bit quicker, as going through the sea, you're not going to get as many encounters as Ragnarok will hit here on the river system. But we don't have any camping equipment, so Ragnarok's got to make this river trip in one go, or it's going to be the bad times. To have to basically death warp back to Provoca. And those red mages aren't going to run too well, so we got to run and gun, run and nuke, and down goes Lies. But we need turn order here. Alright. Spoopy scary.
Alright. Crab Cake did some shop checking, and now she's off to raise the airship from the Rukon Desert. Oh. But I had to reset there.
I'm pretty sure that with the magic that she's seen early, the early nuke, the early life, she's committed to this 2-man party. That's what she's going to do. Black belt, red mage, super good, and you'd like to see the black belt not fall over, but level 9 for the red mage before the 9-minute mark is when your levels outpace the clock. You know you're making good time. And Ragnarok continuing to get bodied here by the river encounters. This time it's Caribs. And Speed Gaming Francais, welcome. Thank you for the raid. You are just in time to see one of the best in the community, Crab Cakes, taking on the Gambler, one of the newer runners to the community. This is going to be a barn burner. We got fast at level 6. That will be Red Wizard learnable there in the top slot. So CC getting a little confirmation that her party comp is the way to go.
And the Circle of Sages gives us the loot. So
yeah.
One of the essential towards we won't use that until the very end of the seed when we go in the temple here visited, but definitely a necessary thing you need to check off.
Yeah, and it's one of those things when you're dealing with 2 loose items, you absolutely don't want one of those loose to be the loot, because that could be anywhere in any box, because it does not gate progression through the game until the end of the game. Alright, CC already on to Sarda. And I like the pathing that Ragnarok's taking here. He knows that the river systems are nasty. So we're gonna take the walking path through the swamp here, but did not buy life on those red mages. and getting the chime from Sarda. So more progression items acquired.
And even more, we got Crepix turning in the ruby with the Titan to get the second, get the incentive item behind him, which is an herb. So
yeah, it's real good. I think our next big key item that we want to see early is the key. The key gives us a lot of boxes to open here in the Inner Sea, and it's another one of those pesky key items that could be anywhere. You know, because like loose cube, there's only so many places it can be. You know, you're not going to have to dig out all the sky to find it. Loose oxyel, you know, you're not going to find it in the sea shrine because it gates access to it. So key would be huge, and that's not bad. More fetch quests, 5% XP per item. Gonna help her out on her eventual black belt grind, and we did pick up one of the black mages for a little safety.
But yeah, so far this feat is very fetch, as Crepix has shown.
Alright, a little bit of money in the Dwarf Cave. Wonder if we're gonna get the hooray. CC knows what the people want to see. There's our crystal. Another 5% XP. And Ragnarok finally makes it. We got our hooray on the way out. Alright. Ragnarok's breathing a sigh of relief. I'm sure he already feels behind. When you're racing against someone of the caliber of CC, any misstep has to kind of get in your head. And oh boy, the seed giveth and giveth. Rumble, what are you doing next week? You want to roll my seed for me?
Yeah, I didn't realize I was quite such I guess I'm a generous seed roller. I mean, we have an early ribbon in Victoria's Cave, so.
Yeah, and that Aegis shield, both of our runners are going to be able to hawk that for some good early spending money. Because we're going to need to find some money so we can buy level 3 and 4 magic. And exit will be learnable. I did see that. Fade going to be locked out of from the Red Wizards. But Ragnarok picking up his loot. Let's see if his routing stays similar to what CC did. And we're beefing up Chad with all that gear. Chad, not necessarily the most important party member at the moment, but the one we want to keep alive the longest. We don't want any XP to miss that black belt. So, CC gonna go do the crown turn in next after stocking up here. We're still looking for a shop item. I haven't seen anybody check the Elfland shop. I don't think we checked Crescent Lake. I'm sure we did though. I might have just missed it. Both of our runners just blazing through this.
Wasn't in Crescent Lake.
Okay.
Yeah, because getting the levels on that black belt is going to be really essential. They need to be really high level to really be effective in this game. But once that happens, they're very effective. They have a high, they can fight very effectively without any weapons, and they also have a high magic defense. But that they can makes it basically they don't even it's basically having an automatic ribbon on them. So they're definitely good. They're good to have when they get really overpowered, but only if they get overpowered.
And the chain ends in a Thor hammer, which some people might think is a bad thing, but the Thor hammer, I think, for CC just makes the switch to 2-man a little bit easier. Having that black belt be able to cast Lightning 2 for free, if that black mage goes down, it's going to feel real nice to have a backup offensive damage dealer. And nothing doing there in Cardiography. I like the Cardia checks, they're very free. And I wonder where Ragnarok's gonna go after he gets his Thor hammer, if he's gonna gamble. A little bit more money, but not enough to keep. CC, with her saving on that side of Cardiography, makes me think she's gonna do Waterfall. That's good money. 12k, house. Yeah, we might walk this out. That's 16k so far.
And this is the island, Tardy Island, where it's at, apparently. Got some good money there. Oh, it's been doubled, basically. There.
Yeah, 30,000 gold. We're going to keep that. That will finance more of our spells here in the early game. Worms, not terrible. We're gonna run and gun. Nukes should take them down. Ooh, they rolled a little high though. But that'll be good XP as long as Chad doesn't run. Now we're gonna commit to this. So running the black belt, you really want to, once it gets to level 15, it's at least gonna start doing damage. And then 21 is the first real feels good point where it gets its 6th hit. And then 32, obviously, where we're talking about an in-game black belt, and then 42 is just when it's just time to punch our way through the world.
So Caleb, if you were playing this seed, and do you think that how much of a big deal would be class changing be at this point? Do you think it's really worthwhile?
Not at all. Not at all. We don't want a class change until that black belt's at least 32. Reason being, as the black belt itself, it gains 4 magic defense per level. When it promotes to the master, it's only going to gain 1. So if we want that black belt to be viable and we don't want to bank on opening a box to find a ribbon, then we're going to want to get as much MDEF on that black belt as possible.
That's good to know, because I know that there was an option in the randomizer flags to reverse that, to fix the black belt, so to speak, but I thought that was on for these flags. I guess they are not.
No. The party or the character quality of life improvements that we have on for the tournament are the thief fixes, which didn't exist last year, so none of our runners here running a thief, but if he wanted to, their hit growth is doubled. So come like in the 20s, they're going to be getting a lot of hits, and especially if they got something like a Masa or a Katana, they're going to be doing a lot of hits, and obviously we know the more hits you get, the more chances it crits, and that's the way we're gonna take down this end game. All right, CC going to Rodless Earth. We're gonna probably check out the 3 spike tiles that are right here in the Hall of Giants, the 2 here, and then the Earth tile. I don't know if we're gonna commit to a Rodless check beyond the first floor though, but CC's looking hungry to get that black belt up to 32. And Cerberus Whiz Ogres, no, it's fine. Until you see Glance, and then it's a nope, not ever. And Nightmare and Badman, again, not great. If these were Nightmare and Evilmen and they were kind of squishy, this might be a tile worth taking. Here lies crab cakes. Oh, Ragnarok trying to flex on CC. Now I think his party comp names make a little more sense, and I'm sure we'll see his. We gotta flip 2 of those party members around, Ragnarok, because right now you got here crab lies cake. I think we want to switch lies and crab in the turn order. Gotta love the confidence. See how it pays out. And CC's gonna live here for a little bit on the Nightmare of Badman. I wonder if this will be burn down all my spell charges, warp out or walk out, and yeah, because I don't think we're in a position yet to. This is an effective solo grind at all. But we're gonna heal up. And we're switching strats to Thorhammer and Ice 3. Alright, Ragnarok. Gonna go check the spike tiles in the incentivized volcano. There we go. Now we have the sentences complete for Ragnarok. Here lies crab cake. Cute. Whoa! Alright, so CC will find that. That loose slab in one of the freest boxes in the world.
Let's check out what's in the armory. If there's anything good here. That's the most densely packed treasure chest in the game.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than a loose slab right off the gate.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I mean,
yeah, but armory, densely clustered chest, you're absolutely right. You want to find something good here. Alright, CC's got the levels now to have access to that level 5 warp on the red. She's checking for shop items. Might route in a shop item here with a waterfall check. And I like the waterfall play here. We have warp. There's a free grind tile here if it has something good on it. We can walk left to right on it and not have to worry about an off-step encounter. And then once we're done, we can just warp. And the Frostgator's Red Creeps, that's good XP too. So CC taking all the fights that she can get along the way and already up to level 17. Uh-oh. This River Pack, giving Chad the business through that gold bracelet, ribbon, and pro ring, so they care not for his absorb. Feels bad using our one house here. Yeah, taking advantage of those early sweepers, running and gunning. CC's going to get a lot of levels really quick here. Question from chat from Irish Fox 13 is slabs the only loose found this far? That is correct. Slab is the only loose incentive we have found. We haven't even found the canal. I doubt we will. But with the floater and canoe coming in the first 3 key item checks, it's going to be fast. Oh, CC, a little bit of trouble here. Having a hard time keeping Chad standing upright. Ragnarok failing on Volcano already. Probably gonna resupply and go do that slab turn in.
Yeah, I'll start with the slab turn in. Is like you get the slab transit from Dr. Une, then you on that that path down to Le Fin. There's some good, a lot of good high experience encounters on that way down there, and you can use a save point, camping equipment in between. So at the early part of the game, it's not a bad way to get some a little boost.
And that's not a spike tail we want to see. Those are specters with fire 3, like. Please stop. Please stop. Just let me get this nuke off and get off this tile, please. Time to switch the ribbon. We want to absolutely protect that. And there it is. So, very good routing for CC. Taking the gamble, going to Waterfall, beyond Connet without the Oxyale. It is rewarded with the Oxyale.
So, technically speaking, that could give Crab Cakes the option of basically just wrapping up this entire continent before she leaves. But I don't know. Would you go try to take out Kraken at this point, or is it just too soon?
There's a couple spike tiles here in C. If we get down, I mean, I could definitely see maybe mermaids, maybe. Yeah, I can see CC doing this. You know, there's a couple spike tiles here. There's a lot. There's like 30. There's 32 boxes we can open, and there's a vendor item. So 32 boxes. They're a little spread out except for the mermaid's floor. Let's see what CC does here, and we're gonna abandon it. I don't hate the play. She's 3 items from go mode. She needs to find a key, she needs to find a rod, and she needs to find a cube. Question from chat, have we seen Brack? Not yet. Alright, CC's out and she's gonna go turn in that adamant. Follow those fetches. And CC demands a hooray. There it is. So we're gonna more likely see some quick inner C key lock checks. We're gonna see spike tiles in Northwest, spike tile in TOF lock. Ragnarok finding the dragon mail here in the Agama room. And finds an Agama in the Agama room. That's cute. I love when that happens. So, nothing doing, Dwarf Armory. Question from Dahamugo, where was the adamant? It was in the shop in Onrak. Ooh, that's a juicy spike tile. Some of the best XP in the game right there. And we have Ice 3. Let's see how thick these waters are.
Some good experience there, but those waters can be pretty beefy. And what kind of looks okay. It's the Ice 3 is doing okay, but
yeah, I mean that is their elemental weakness. So those are some really low rolls, as you see that one just took 402, and CC jumps her red mage up to level 23 on that fight. There's another one.
Rocko is even better.
I don't know. I think I like the Nagas and Waters a little bit better. The Rockles punch a lot harder, it seems. They're a little thinner, but if we don't get turn order, we just can't keep chat up.
Either way, I suppose like Northwest Castles were set for the grind tiles. I mean, those are both really good spots and really prime places to get that black belt up to level 32 and beyond.
And I like moving the red mage up to the second slot, giving Chad a little bit of a break on drawing those physical attacks. Alright, so 2025. We're getting there on our levels, so CC's red mage keeping up with the timer here. Just about. That is super good. Ragnarok finds the big frosty pack on the tile blocking the incentivized volcano chest. Okay, so everything but that rod is accounted for in the incentive progression items. We still have a couple duds out there in the Opal Bracelet, Power Gauntlet, and Tail, and Bottle. So if that slab turns into the rod, that's pretty good.
And the reason why that that item was in the volcano chest is because this is Fire Week for our Final Fantasy Randomizer tournament. So that means that the instead of one item we found in the volcano, and that changes every week to week.
All right, here comes the Ragnarok fight with Carrie. Throwing some nukes, 194. Another nuke comes out, 384, and say goodnight, Carrie. So just lower than vanilla health there, Carrie. It's always nice to see a fiend roll down. And Cece coming to Volcano, gonna get her loose slab, and then I wonder if she starts gambling and orphaning boxes. Happy birthday, Cece. Here's the slab. And some wings. Cece showing off the strength of the two-person party, being able to just accumulate so much XP, and what Ragnarok's working with isn't terrible, but he's not going to get the XP levels as quickly unless he finds a 3-eye or quad Soria or something else that's really good and really squishy to kill in the bottom of Ice Cave here. And I don't know if he went to Melmon to pick up that level 5 warp. Yep, we're gonna check some spike tiles. Vampires, that might be pretty good. As long as they don't roll too high. They roll a little. The whiz vamps rolled a little up. You hate to see them eat a nuke. Yeah, Cece orphaning the long hallways and hairpin chests. I think she's found one loose. She knows that she has 2 items to go and 3 incentive locations to go, and ordeals, ice cave, and here at the bottom of Volcano. I think she's gonna clear this floor, because this floor can be a pain to get back to. Gets a katana. Miss Ragnarok picking that up. Oh, zombies, that's not fun. I mean, it's fine. Alright, we got 6 boxes left on this floor and another spike tile to check. It's not as lucrative as this spike tile or the one in the immediate drop down, as if you're taking fights on it, you can risk the off chance encounter. CC also seeing the Agama in the Agama room.
So lots of good equipment early on. If you had a knight in the seed, you have the Aegis shield and the dragon armor, but neither of our runners going down that path. So basically, those things are just good for money, and they are good for money.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You love finding in-game equipment that you don't want to keep, especially stuff like dragon armor that can roll up to max price. All right, here we go. There's both katanas, one in Volcano, one in Ice. Gonna talk about vendor gear. Gold bracelet's a nice find. Definite upgrade over the chain armor. And it's just a hag pack. Alright, Chad in a difficult situation here, only 79 HP. Alright, so no juicy spike tiles here in ice. CC gets her cube and knows she is a rod from go mode, and with that slab, imagine that is the next place she. I don't. Wow. Wow. So Ragnarok finding both loose first. Let's see if he can. And there's the canal. What is this seed rumble?
Yeah, I should roll more often, I guess. I mean, like it's kind of like hands all the items to you.
I remember when I first started rolling seeds for community races. I think I did a handful last year during the spring tournament, but they were very friendly seeds like this. And once you've been doing it for a while, people stop asking you to roll seeds because they can be hellish. Alright, Carrie rolls out damage poison. Ragnarok did not see that. So, we know Carrie doesn't have a whole lot of health. So this second nuke should take her out. But we can't. She keeps resisting them. That's the bad times. And there she goes. Okay, so good stuff. Level 23 on Chad, the black belt. We're out. Time to go to Melmond, translate that slab, go to Lefane, cross our fingers for a rod, and then sigh the biggest sigh when it's not going to be that. It's likely going to be either bottle, opal bracelet, or power gauntlet. And once CC goes to ice, she'll be real happy. I just hope that, and she likely will go there sooner, just by virtue of having that warp. But Ragnarok, I'm excited to see where he goes next. Like, if he goes to Waterfall, it's not the most intuitive play, but if he goes to Waterfall, he'll get his Adamant in the shop, he'll get his Oxyel from the robot, and that's his go mode. So as long as Ragnarok doesn't delay there, we have a race. Because CC might put off ice for a little while and do ordeals, maybe do sky. So there's the power bunk. And this is the kind of seed that Ragnarok needed. He needed to find both loose quick if he was going to have a chance to take down CC, and he's got that. So now he's just got to capitalize on his advantage. And here we go. We're going to sky. It's a bold strategy. I love it. Skipping boxes. He knows he needs to go. With life on those red mages, all we gotta do is get levels on that black belt. And CC's gonna do ordeals and get the opal bracelet. That's the only thing we're left looking for now. I like the play by Ragnarok. I really, really do. This is one of the longer dungeons to walk through. If he takes fights, he'll get good levels. If there is a spike tile here on the cube floor, even better. We can get our levels and keep pressing our advantage. And he's got 21 now. Like, he's getting to the point where he's approaching respectability. And you gotta like when you hit these kind of fights where you're being able to flex the different elemental sweepers that you've got. And he's running. I don't like the runs.
Yeah, we definitely take out the Cerberuses, and there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
And with Ice 3 ready and available.
Exactly. So if like you're catching like vampires and mummies, you can burn your fire 3s. If you're catching Cerberus, you can throw your ices. If you're catching something that resists ice and fire or doesn't have an elemental weakness, like these bad men, you can throw out your nukes. But you got to be taking fights here, Ragnarok. You can't bank on there being a spike tile for you to use. So, especially when we have it at level 1. And here we go. Now he's gonna he's tired of them, and he sees that they got fewer than 144 hit points. Yeah, look at that, 4,000 XP. That's what you like to see. Heck, if these rolled low, I'm taking these Gurnaga air fights too, because that's a spicy XP party. But CC finds solo fighter in ordeals. That's huge. I wonder if this is a setup for our 32 grind, or if we're just gonna burn nukes and just take the one. Yeah, just the one. You gotta heal, bud. You can't go fast and sacrifice your party members. Oh, he's out of heal pots. Thunderclawed in chat, pointing out that he's probably going to use life 2 to heal. That's a heads up play. He's got to hope that it doesn't blow up in your face. And a Bane Sword, so we got a Tia kill strategy here. I would take this fight. Throw a nuke. It should wipe out all of them. These are low HP enemies. The Mancats can be scary because they have a lot of elemental resistances, but that nuke will burn through them. I'm concerned for the amount of fights that he's skipping. And there's the bottle for CC, so that fetch will continue. This is a good fight for the Bane Sword.
We are on the Bridge of Destiny, though, so check it out your posted RNGs if you want to see Warmech.
I think that's the last thing that Ragnarok wants to see. He's flying through here on the seat of his pants, hoping to get lucky. Use your Ice 3s, use your Banes, get through this bridge. Please, Ragnarok. I am terrified that you did not restock heal pots before coming into Sky. But that's why he's the gambler. Alright, CC out of ordeals. This is a nuke and Thor hammer fight for sure. This is good XP here. Again, enemies that roll low HP and give a ton of XP are wonderful when you've got level 1 nuke. And there's our lock 2 if we do promote that red wizard. Not really necessary for a high level black belt, but here comes Tia. We got nukes and a Bane Sword. Let's cross our fingers and go fast. Tia opens up with hold. That's not going to work on a Riven. Nuke rolls 113. We're punching. Hey, 6 hits, 194. Black belts. Hey, he's doing his best. Opal bracelet for CC. So she's got the information now that the rod is loose. So still sticking to damage over Bane. I don't hate the play. It's consistent, and we know that there's an end game without RNG involved. And Ragnarok, with the Ore Bleed, has to slam on that gas and do Waterfall now. Gonna check the caravan for the shop item I like to play. Stock up on heal pots, Ragnarok. See, Ragnarok, go back. You gotta do what you gotta do it. You don't have another turn in to do, Ragnarok. Oh, he's gonna translate his slab. Check level 5, so he'll get the warp here. Maybe that'll encourage him to go back to the waterfall, because she's coming. I just think of Jurassic Park Rumblefish when they're doing the T-Rex escape, and Jeff Goldblum's in the back of the Jeep, and he sees the T-Rex chasing him. He's like, "Must go faster." Must go faster. Come on, Ragnarok, you gotta go faster, bud. If you're gonna have a chance here, Cece's coming for you. She is not gonna miss a beat. And Rudy the Red Mage up to 29 already. Those levels. Oh, thank God. All right, Ragnarok, making the plays. This is an exciting race, Rumblefish. So I like to. I mean, chat may want to see a trolly, windy, fetch questy, deep loose, gambly play, but I like when runners are given jet seeds because it's a showcase of skill and it's wonderful to watch.
And this is turning out to be quite a match too. Like Ragnarok is definitely the underdog here, and he's got the item lead. He's got a narrow lead in the orbs, so maybe there could be an upset. We just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if he comes here, gets the. I mean, Ragnarok's routing is really good. Like, he's gonna come here, he's gonna get his Oxiel, he's gonna beat feet down. You can see him encounter manipulating. He knows that after that first encounter, there's a decent enough run. He's gonna get his Oxiel, he's gonna walk out, he's gonna barrel down Crack inside, maybe check the 2 chests in that little bean room, and then go beat up Kraken and hope that Topher is squishy and he finds a grind and Earth. I mean, I know we didn't see the grinds there, but he's going to need to find somewhere to pick up some quick levels because he is not taking fights and he needs that black belt to hit at least 29. Because if you get to 29, you might get 32 by the time you get to the bottom of Topher. But where was the key? Asked Irish Fox in chat. The key was behind that adamant. So I hope that he goes from here to the adamant and then to Earth, and that's optimal routing for Ragnarok. You can see he's running out of his mind right now. You can see how quick his menu inputs are. This is a guy that joined the community not even 6 months ago, and here he is toe-to-toe with Crab Cakes, one of the best in the community. I mean, if you're not impressed out there, I don't know what sort of a race you're watching. This is exciting.
Crab Cakes gets her robbed.
Yep, and she is out. Alright, Ragnarok, your advantage is gone. Time to go fast. She's gonna do, looks like she'll probably do Earth and Seas and Sky. Alright, I love it. Ragnarok going right in. Just gonna drop a house on top of Onrak and go. As CC goes into Earth. Wow, so Ragnarok with a lead here of an orb. The only difference is that CC running the 2-person party has better levels, and the Red Mage unfortunately has the level advantage over her own black belt because Chad kept falling down. Alright. 27 on Chad. If she takes fights through Sky, she'll have a slower Sky climb than Ragnarok, but she'll get 32 in Sky just by taking those fights along the way. And you gotta take every fight here, Ragnarok. C has good XP too. Ghosts with all your key items are gonna give you good XP. You have Fire 3. You gotta start taking fights, bud. Alright, we got a question. We got a request for a recap, Rumble. You want to take that?
I'll do my best. Here we are, 45 minutes in the seed. We have Ragnarok with 2 orbs lit, fire and air. Cakes has fire. Let's see. The 2 loose items were the slab, one which is in the basically a free chest in volcano. The rod was also a loose item in an ice cave. And let's see. Then that's where I'm at. But the runners are very close, neck and neck. Swing and Braves match at this point. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like I know we got chat calling that CC's gonna catch up real quick to Ragnarok, and has a little bit better options going into Topher. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to count Ragnarok out yet. He is running the race of his life right now. But as far as how our key items came to be, the King and Sarah gave Ruby and Floater. Bicky gave us the canoe. We were in the air at like 5 minutes. Trying to follow tracker. We had the TNT, which came from. Okay, so Ruby turned to Herb in the Titans Incentive, which gave us the TNT, which led us to the Crystal, which led us to the Crown, which gave us the Thor Hammer. The Circle of Sages had the loot. The Adamant for sale in Onrak turned it into the key. The Oxyel was in the waterfall. The Opal Cheerio was from the bottle, which we found in Temple of Ordeals. Ice Cave had the tail, and like Rumble said, the loose rod. The Volcano incentive was the... Trying to follow your notes, Bert. Trying to unravel the mind of Burt Reynolds, our tracker here. Cube. Thank you, Bert. I usually have a pretty good grasp on it in my head, and I was trying to unpack it. So, CC flying through this earth cave, and at the bottom is this puff of yellow glitter that just explodes to that nuke, and Rudy now 31. And sea trolls with damage poison, that's pretty spooky scary. Alright, Ragnarok gonna burn off his heal 3s. And here comes CC into Sea Shrine as Ragnarok pulls Kraken. And there's Ultros.
Yeah.
Lovely. Fires off a nuke for 160. Another nuke for 138. Crap. The Kraken punching, not hitting too hard, so Red Mage soaking the hit, but not that one. It's going to the Bane strats. Bane and a nuking. We cannot wipe here if we, and we're, I don't know if that's a mismenu or we're switching to all damage as we go to the Thor Hammer, firing off another nuke. We need this Kraken to fall. We cannot wipe here. Going to Bane. We want that instant kill. Ineffective. Another punch from Kraken, spreading out the damage, giving us every opportunity here. Keep those, he's keeping the Banes coming. And that's ineffective, and down goes, alright,
This is not good for Ragnarok.
Tough wipe there. So he's
That is a tough wipe, yeah.
Alright, so, and just like that, we have a foot race through Sea Shrine. CC gonna have a little bit better of a chance at it with the levels she has. The Red Mage swinging that Ice Sword. And none of Ragnarok's nukes really did over 200 damage, as pointed out by Dangwoo, who's joining us in chat. Good to see you. And the other difference here is CC taking these fights. That's one of the important things that people don't want to do when you have a two-man party, but you got to take fights because you need that XP. The advantage that you have running a two-person party over a 4- or 3-person party is your ability to absorb double the XP of your opponent. And if you're not taking fights, you're not flexing that advantage that you have. And CC's still checking free boxes, hoping for a complimentary ribbon from the seed. Doesn't find one, just gets a little bit more money. Alright, Ragnarok. Back on his horse. He's catching up because he was running from fights, but now we're taking him. I like the adjustment by Ragnarok. So this is going to come down to CC going through Sky and Ragnarok going through Earth. little minor optimizations from Ragnarok. If you walk up to hit that door and then cut to the left, you will save an encounter step, as there cannot be an encounter on a tile in front of a door. So little things like that can improve your runs if you manage to do that consistently in every dungeon you go into. As you can see, the way CC is pathing through these dungeons with just the utmost efficiency. Alright, and we're going to pick up our human evasion stacks with both of our black mages coming up. And going to pick them up and get some free nukes out of them.
And they're also a meat shield too, for those.
Yeah.
Because the Kraken gets a little too slap happy.
Edgeworth in the community likes to call them evasion stacks. But yeah, total meat shields is. Kraken punches twice, and we got a raid from Speed Gaming 4. Thanks for the raid. You are just in time to watch the third act of this race between Crab Cakes and Ragnarok. Ragnarok trying to play spoiler to CC, the reigning spring tournament champion, and he's giving her a run for her money. They're neck and neck even right now, as both runners have found all their loose items and both runners have 2 orbs lit. Ragnarok had a slight lead, but he took a wipe here to Kraken early and looks to undo that with this fight. And just can't get Kraken to not resist those nukes. We're going to switch to punching with Crab. 268, there's a decent nuke roll. And the black belt punching, we should have been probably doing that the whole time. 6 hits for 141. Down goes Lies. Keep punching. He's relying on that Bane sword. Bane, not the most effective strategy here. I like sticking with the damage plays. He's going to punch. There you go. 5 hits, 191. That's better than a lot of those nuke rolls going. You gotta keep punching here. Switch to Ice 3 and keep punching. Gonna switch to heals. That'll help us a little bit, but punch here from the black belt. 4 hits, 4 damage. We need those nukes.
This is one beefy Kraken.
5 hits for 75. That Kraken's got to be getting close. And there it is. 6 hits, 8 damage.
8 damage terminated. Love it.
And all that XP gets dumped onto the black belt. It's up to level 26. 6 levels. Can you catch those levels as you're walking through Earth? I don't know. But if we can, I still think if we can get to 30, 29, 30, we'll be in a good position. He needs to go back and buy heal pots. You need heal pots, Ragnarok. Heal 3 will get the job done. You'll save time over the long run, but you need to buy supplies, bud. I know you want to go fast, but CC on her horse, there's some stakes. She's gonna keep taking these fights. Funneling, and Ragnarok gonna lose a little bit of time here going to Lefane to get the power bonk.
Yeah, not quite sure the reasoning behind this play. I mean, there's no more. He's in go mode, right? So he knows this is gonna be a.
Well, he doesn't. He knows he's got 50-50. The slab or the adamant will be the key. So he needed to go to Dwarf Cave. So. And the sad thing is that power bonk is enticing enough to keep it. So he's going to keep that and walk back. So overall, loses about a minute, 2 minutes here. I don't hate the play of taking fights on the way back to your airship. This isn't terrible experience. And anything that gets us closer to level 32 for that black belt is worth it. Question from chat, does he have the key? No, he's gonna go get it now though. So and CC's still taking fights. Which, I mean, you absolutely can't blame her. I mean, that's what she needs to do here. She needs every fight that she can get until Chad hits 32. Rudy just so high at 35. That red mage is going to be real strong. Alright, Ragnarok hits his go mode under an hour, like under an hour go mode with 3 orbs lit. Ragnarok needed to play the race of his life, and that's what he's doing. And CC just hit 32 on that black belt. Gotta keep taking the fights, because every level we get, that's another 4 MDef and 1 absorb for that black belt. And here we go. Still haven't seen nothing too nasty. We don't have a way to get evasion. I don't think we saw Invis 2 or Ruse or anything. We don't have a big in-game sword for our red mages to swing. All they got are their new cans. Alright, CC coming up on that Bridge of Destiny, so if you guys want to see that that robot friend, put those blessed RNGs in chat. Alright, Bridge of Destiny and speed bump on Ragnarok side. Still opening greed boxes as Chad hits 33, and those mages are even starting to get some levels now as Mage just hit level 15. And there it is. CC gonna run from... Oh, no, we're not. We're gonna take it. We're gonna throw some nukes. And some ice 3s at it. Let's see what this Warmech's got. 148 damage. 114 damage from 2 nukes. Warmech punches Rudy real hard. 5 hits for 188. Chad doing some work, but we gotta get that damage output going here. 3 hits, 93. Warmech soaking all the damage, and out comes Nuclear. Oh, buddy, we're in trouble, and we're running now. So 5 hits, 371. There's a rub on the mage. We're in it now, so we're gonna punch. And if we get this, and wow,
nice. Warmech goes down, but
all that XP just showering the black belt, and we have 100 heal pots. So we're gonna bonk up, and we're gonna punch Tiamat as Ragnarok pulls the speed bump of Lich. Handful of nukes go out. Lich goes down. Ragnarok will light his 4th orb. Oh, Ragnarok lights his 4th orb 2 seconds ahead of CC. Ragnarok needs to go buy heal pots and just hope that the Topher's paper. Press your advantage here, Ragnarok, because CC's coming.
Yeah, it's basically neck and neck at this point.
Alright, here we go. Buying heal pots, and CC's coming. CC's going to 42. So if this Topher's paper, Ragnarok has a slight advantage here, but we're talking like maybe a minute, if that. Alright, we got 90. Pop out, drink 1, go back. Alright, we got our 100 heal pots. Let's go, Ragnarok. Alright, so Ragnarok does not have the levels that CC has, but if this Topher is paper, we're in for a hell of a finish here. Ragnarok's just building houses all around Topher, putting up a whole housing development full of cabins. And,
yeah.
Oh, he's gonna check the spike tile. I don't hate the play because if it's 3 eyes, it's worth it. But fish, just reset, drop that last house, and hope that what you got is enough. All right, he's going, and Cece's going to promote. So Cece's going to do a few more like bookkeeping things. She's going to grab fast. She's going to come in here super prepared, and Ragnarok is going to grind in Topher. I don't like this Ragnarok. You gotta go. You gotta go, and you gotta go fast. Because Cece's coming. Oh, come on, Ragnarok. I mean, I understand why he's doing this, but at the same time, with the information that we have from the 10,000-foot view, we know that he could be, through the Phantom Tile at this point, he could be making his way to the Earth floor, and that XP getting split up over 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at the same time, like if he goes down there early and just bounces hard off Kraken too, you know, he's gonna be mad that he didn't do this grind. So you can't fault the play. You're up against one of the best runners in this community, like, and he's putting on a hell of a show for us. So whatever comes out of this, you got to give Ragnarok props. Alright, we do have only one ribbon across for both party members, and Cece burning off the encounter that she knows exists at the top of the hard reset here in the first level. Going to give her a little bit more of a run to get to that, and here she goes. So we don't have, we have the one ribbon. We have the one life caster for Cece. We have 2 life casters for Ragnarok. And alright, we're gonna walk in, we're gonna save, and I think we're gonna go now. Alright, so the trash mob's taking out the black mages on CC's side. That's not a problem. We have a lot of life 2s to pick them up. And here we go. This is going to be one of those races where if Ragnarok doesn't pull this out, for if like CC just blows through it, Ragnarok's going to kick himself in the butt because he had a chance. I won't say it was the best chance, but if this Topher is nothing, if all the fiends roll low and nothing punches too hard, he had a chance with the 18 nukes and high 20 black belt, just being able to bonk up. And I mean, 6 hits is not 8, is not 10 hits, and it's not 20 when you got a fast. But Gurmaduce is kind of frustrating CC here. Looks like they got a poison touch, but just slowing her down a little bit. So, and I think if anything, when he goes back and watches the tape, so to speak, it's going to be, I should have taken fights. But he'll learn from this, and he's only going to get it better by watching CC route this with the 2-man.
Right.
Like, that's also the benefit of them running a very similar party comp, is he can see exactly how she did it with a black belt and get all sorts of direct input onto how he can improve. So it's gonna be a good learning experience for Ragnarok. And like I said, this guy's only been in the community for 4 to 6 months. Like he showed up right at the end of towards the end of the last Duck Derby, I think he showed up right before the last Duck Derby and participated in that. And you see where he's at now. Like he's toe to toe with CC, who's putting on a clinic on how to run a flexible 2-man. And down goes Carrie too. Never had a chance for Chad.
Yeah, 3 hits at 1,055 damage. So as you can see, when that black belt gets leveled up to 42, and they just nothing can stand in their way.
Yeah. Yep. So the early Kraken 1 wipe cost him probably about 5 minutes, and then the walking around doing the level 1 grind of Topher cost him probably another 3 to 4 minutes. So, and here comes CC onto potentially the first gatekeeper. We only have 1 ribbon, so Zap is a thing. Zap and Kraken punches can make this scary for both of our runners. But we're going to throw those black mages up front, those free, like as you call, meat shields that throw microwaves. And Kraken takes 160, and if Kraken had a script, we didn't get a chance to see it. As Ragnarok onto Carrie's floor. Let's see what Tia's got. Ragnarok pulls Kraken, or Carrie, and Tiamat falls down. So, yeah, again, I think the kick in the butt here is we haven't seen anything scary. So he might have been able to come down here with 18 nukes and the ice 3s to clear through the trash and been okay. And here we go. Alright, crab cakes. Pulling chaos here. Here's the fast, power bonk, and a couple nukes firing off. And chaos radioactive, out comes nuclear. And there's a punch, and down goes CC. So this happened earlier. I see you typing Rumblefish. So when the when you see the dot done in the SRL room when you're still fighting Tiamat, that chaos is gonna be squishy. And CC, GG's, Ragnarok, you had a chance, bud. If that Topher, I would be curious to see the world, the alternate universe where he just dove down at high level 20 black belt and see if he can make it work with just nukes. But that was a hell of a race for Ragnarok. That guy's gonna be scary good here. This is one of those exponential growth kind of things where watching this VOD, he's gonna learn a lot. Yeah, 6 hits, 185 isn't terrible either. But Tia punching hard. And down she goes. So Ragnarok getting the information that, I probably could have done this. I probably could have done this. And he's going to kick himself in the butt. And we're punching with the black belt. 5 hits, 193. Nuke comes out for 204. Another nuke fires off for 167. So about 600 damage so far. We know Chaos isn't very thick at all. Another punch, 3 hits, 141. Soaking these hits. A big nuke there for 382. You gotta love that unresisted nuke, and takes it down with another one. So GG's to Ragnarok. finishing second. Official SRL time. Now we're 13 minutes 24 seconds. He's going to come in here and talk to us about it. And oh, I'm going to give him the bad news. Wow. And we're joined by Ragnarok. My man,
Ragnarok.
you raced out of your mind. Like, hats off to you, sir. Like, GG's, man.
Yeah, you came in with like very close to the 2019 tournament champion, and that is definitely to be commended.
Yeah, like, and you didn't run a goofy party. You ran, I mean, you guys ran very similar parties. CC ran black belt, red, double black, and mostly kept it to the black belt red mage. And when you beat her to Topher, despite the Kraken 1 wipe, you beat her to Topher because she went to promote and did a bunch of admin work, got some spell charges, got the fast, got all that stuff. Came into Topher super prepared, had a 42 black belt, and I think you might have been able to do it, especially after seeing what Topher had. If you had just dove down instead of taking those 4 to 6 fights on Topher 1, I think you had your chance. But that was an exciting race, Ragnarok. Like, that was impressive, man.
Man, I thought I was like big brain. I found the 2 loose real early.
Yeah, you beat her to both loose items, and so I was like, okay, if he presses this advantage, he's golden. And you were. Like, the only major routing missteps you had are stuff that you couldn't know, like the Lefane turn-in not mattering, and like, so if you had just, as soon as you cleared Earth, if you had just gone up, I think it was as soon as you found the rod, like, all you needed to do was go to the Onrak continent, get the shop item, clear the waterfall, and go back, to Onrak. And the wipe on Kraken 1 evened you guys up at that point because you were ahead there, and then CC came back and you guys were basically on Kraken 1 for the second time at the same time. And then she had all of Sky to do, and you had Earth to do. And you both lit your 4th orb like at the same time. CC had a harrowing fight with Warmech. Dude, it was a nuts race, man. Like, you had nothing to be ashamed of with the outcome of that, man. That's a Ragnarok 1 and 2. Like, that's a scary prospect, man.
Man, I was really trying. I had, like, as soon as I'm doing something. As soon as I got into Topher, I was like, "Oh my God, can I do it?"
Yeah, I mean, like, it's you're, and that's the thing. Like, none of the plays that you made were wrong. Like, getting levels in Topher, you never found a good grind tile. So getting the levels in Topher makes sense. It's just the way the encounter table was, like, you weren't getting the fights quick enough for them to be meaningful.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you galaxy brain it, if you're just like, screw it, my nukes, my life 2s, my 1 ribbon, my no evasion will carry me through. You might have been able to do it. But wow.
That Kraken 1 fight, 8 hits, 8 damage, and it killed him. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that Ultros, fight was really definitely a it really took those nukes, and so I mean, that was definitely another thing that worked to your disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was really trying. Like, man, my heart was pounding the whole race. I knew I was going up against the best, so I had to try to make my best.
You did not fail us, man. You're not a failure. That was you had your shot, man. You could have done it, but dude, you've come you've been around like six months in the community?
That's September, October.
Yeah, it was right around the time of the last Duck Derby, and to in 6 months be within 2 minutes of the reigning spring tournament champion, you've got nothing to be ashamed of. Like, that's such awesome growth, and I'm proud of you, dude. Like I couldn't have done this. You know, I don't think many runners could have. So, well done, dude.
Hey, is I'm not actually on the thing, but is Crab Cakes watching?
Yeah, she's in chat. Yeah, she's
Okay.
hanging out in chat.
All right. Hey, Crab Cake. Got something. Not only did I name my party that way, but I even got you a meme.
Oh, looks like the restreamer might have paused.
Oh. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping. Oh. Oh well, I had 2 memes, but I got that one off.
Yeah, we got to see the tombstone. That was pretty good when he went to Elfland.
But I actually rewrote the lady in the town.
Oh, okay. Well, Ragnarok. Oh, there we go. We see you moving now.
Okay. I want to go back here since everybody already saw that.
Oh,
There you guys go. That was there in case I didn't.
when Rumblefish, you got any questions or things you'd like to share with either Ragnarok or CC in chat?
Where you at, Rumble?
Sorry, I was on mute there. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you were basically, you got the lead when first a short while when you had the rod in the ice cave, because CC hadn't found all the progression items yet. So, like, what was like your mindset when you saw that in the ice cave?
As soon as I found that rod, it was like pretty much go mode. I think I go moded Sky all the way through. Didn't even bother. Went in there with what, 1 heal pump? Terrible planning.
Yeah, I kept telling you to go buy heal potions. So when you watch this VOD back, I'm yelling at you a lot to go buy stuff and to take fights.
I think threes, and I had plenty of charges, so I figured I'd just.
Yeah, I mean it's valid, but I think most of it I was just yelling at you to take fights in Sky because like there were so many good XP fights you were running from, even in C. Like that's if anything, I think you take away from it is when you're running the 2 to 3 man party comps, you got to take fights because the advantage that you have with that party comp is that you're going to get extra experience that your opponent might not be if they're running 4 man. So you got to take those fights, man. But that was still a heartbreaker, man. Like this was awesome to watch.
Well, congrats out to the CC. She definitely played her best. I know she said in the chat she wasn't feeling so well.
Oh
so
yeah. The ultimate troll of CC in the SRL room declaring that she's running Thief White Double None. I totally bought that too, man. And it had CC ran Thief White Double None. This is your race all day long. But
yeah, the white magic. It had some good white magic, but Fade was actually white wizard block too.
Yeah, it was top slot in level 6.
Yeah, level 6.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
So I do want to let folks know we have 2 more races tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on RPG Limit Break. You can check out Dangwu and Shofukamachi in a battle of 2-0s, and then at 10 o'clock here on Speed Gaming 3, the Real Super Pleb and Asher 1611 in a battle of 1-1s. So Ragnarok, what are your final thoughts, man? We'll get the Speed Gaming back their channel so they can get ready to showcase the Super Pleb and Asher.
Thank you guys for the comms. The restreamer tracker, Bert, right?
Yeah, Bert's been doing the tracking, been doing an awesome job.
Good job. Everybody's just doing a fantastic job. Shout outs to Speed Gaming for hosting everything, getting us through spring tournament.
Oh yeah. Rumblefish by Cool Comms. Final thoughts, man?
These our 2 runners did miss the point. We had pretty strong finish by both of them within a couple of minutes, and so I'm sure they're going to do well when we get into the next round.
Yeah, this is couldn't have said it better. Like, hell of a race from the two of you. Both of you finishing under an hour 15. Like, come on, man. Like, that's too good. Like, y'all are too good. Too good for me to be racing against you. Thank you, Rumblefish, for coming out of retirement to do comps with me. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you, talking about this game. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.